Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, I'm finally continuing Stargirl for the channel. This is Season 1, Episode 2, entitled S.T.R.I.P.E. Now, overall, the first episode, the pilot, was pretty good. Now, it opened kind of dark, killing off a lot of JSA members, including Starman. My only real issue with overall the pilot episode, in my personal opinion, was when Starman was dying and he was telling Pat over and over, like, as a joke, like, no, you can't take over the mantle. Because Pat was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll take over the mantle of Starman. And he's like, no, not you. I just felt it didn't really work in that scene because it was supposed to be a very emotional scene because we saw this guy being a badass. We know Starman, and he's dying, and instead of trying to play it off as an heroic death, because all of his other members, for the most part, of the JSA died at that time against the Injustice Society of America. Is that what they're called exactly? I'm sorry. It's early in the fucking morning. But they just kind of put up kind of comedic. That was my only real issue. But I like the setup, what they're doing with Courtney, her finding the staff, and then actually using it in the end, and then she runs in to Pat in the Stripe suit, in the Stripe mech. So I'm curious if we go from here, because that was the last thing we saw. So I'm curious to see what happens within this episode. I mean, it's the title Stripe, so I'm guessing we're going to learn more. Because, I mean, how could you get past that point? Because she's like Pat when she sees Stripe, so I mean, you know, I'm curious to see where it goes. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Let's get into now and see what they do with this episode. Let's go. Come with me if you want to live.
Is this thing even safe?
Nice. Oh. They did a great job with this suit, I gotta say. I like the design, good CG for the most part, whenever it is CG. Her face, I mean, it says it all. She's like, what the hell's going on?
Who is he?
He's called Brainwave, one of the Justice Society's enemies, a member of the Injustice Society of America.
I was right. Okay, I was right about the title.
Justice Society of America.
And Brainwave killed a lot of my friends that night. Johnny Thunder, Hawkman, Hawkgirl,
So who killed Starman?
Damn.
their leader.
No more secrets, no more lies. What's Brainwave doing in Blue Valley?
Exactly. The staff wants to know too. You're a wizard, Harry. That's our first thought when I saw it.
This girl has Starman's staff.
Not good. He's spreading the information to the others.
I know how you think. You're ready to take your family and run.
Oh?
I'll warn you once.
A little thing going on here?
Stay out of my head, Henry.
Project New America is our purpose. Our legacy.
I heard.
Go back upstairs, Denise.
Imagine if he'd have done that and his wife was still standing on the stairs like, I didn't move.
Our man survived that night, and he took it upon himself to follow the Injustice Society's trail across the country, from Los Angeles to Colorado to Nebraska. But people looked at those instead of my face. We had costumes for a reason, to protect our families.
Costume. Check. Probably need a mask too.
No
Upgrade.
costume.
No,
He's-
I get
He doesn't
it.
want that.
I totally
He was
see
just
your
saying to
point,
protect
Pat.
identity.
Protect the families.
Starman wasn't your dad, and you're not gonna touch
They're
the
saying that
staff
over and over
ever
and
again.
over, aren't
You
they?
can't do that.
Uh-oh. Oh. The dog made all that noise?
Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on assembly line. The first year they said, "Cost me a dime. You know it's when I
Uh-oh.
come to now they hit a piece at a time.
Good
And
music
it didn't
choice.
cost me a dime. You know it's me."
I tripped down those basement stairs.
They both
You
tripped
both
down
fell down the basement stairs?
I guess. He's like, huh?
Junior.
Junior.
Yeah, Dad?
Sit.
Sit. Like, he doesn't even look at him, just sit.
So, tell me, Junior.
A little uncomfortable. A little bit. The sound effect when he's inside your mind is really weird.
I've told you before, You don't steal from family.
Yes, sir.
This is more than one occurrence he's done this. She's gonna wait. She's gonna modify it at school. Oh.
Once a year. It was a way for the restaurants to introduce themselves to the
No.
community. But it really
Everyone in Blue Valley knows the restaurants already. Bad idea.
Okay. What an ass.
Any others?
Hi. Uh-oh.
Dr. Chapel.
Oh. He's gonna see her on the screen. He's gonna see her.
I bet.
Father and I have to get back to work. We'll see you at the open
Nope.
house tonight.
She was right there and he had his back turned. I thought he was gonna turn around and go, oh my god! Who's she looking for?
Including my own son, Isaac.
Oh, she's looking for... Oh, he's looking too. He's like, where is she? I think she's looking for him too.
I'd like to
He's
thank
clapping
the
while using his powers.
the many supporters that make Doctors Henry King and Bridget Chapel of the
Uh-oh.
Blue Valley Medical Center.
Oh?
Everyone, give a hand to the backbone of this great community.
Thank you. Woo!
Right?
Nope, not her. That's not creepy at all. Just like,
Wait for you to meet with
Pat, where's he at? Can't find him.
What are you doing? Hey, move, Patrick.
Patrick. Patrick. She used Patrick. Oh, more cookies. What happens if she runs into Brainwave? She doesn't have the staff. She's not prepared. She thinks she is, but she's not prepared for him. Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The confrontation. It's going to happen right here. Yep.
So it's you.
I figured.
You're Starman's daughter? Is that it?
Well, she thinks that.
You keep thinking of him over and over.
You'll pay for what you did to my dad and the JSA.
Threat. Well,
You're
a
frightened.
promise. Yeah.
I will kill your mother if you don't bring me the staff. Do you understand?
Okay, now it's more of a threat. There you
It
go.
looked like she had a stroke.
My whole life I've waited for my father to show up. And now I know why he didn't. Brainwave and the others took him from me.
You protect your mom. You get her out of here.
Damn. He's expecting not to return. Maybe. Alright, let's see what happens. The music. She's gonna show up. She's gonna show up.
Someone looking for justice.
He's like, I'm not really sure. Oh. Yeah. Poor car. Suit up! We're getting a suit up moment. Nice. Nice. You better get over there. Hurry. You didn't stop it then, did you? Not that time.
I'm Stargirl. And that's my sidekick.
Nice. Jesus. Now that was in the trailer, but that was really cool.
Imagine my relief. No, Starman. Just a silly little star girl.
Oh! What? Oh, wow.
We found him outside.
What if he dies?
Hey, it's not your fault.
No, I
His
mean,
mind
she was
short-circuited.
just protecting herself. And he was gonna kill her.
Maybe you are Sylvester's daughter. As crazy as that might be.
What about S.T.R.I.P.E?
Stripe. Ooh.
Like an acronym, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, old friend.
Grundy? It's Grundy. Yeah.
Here, let me show you.
That picture.
I killed one Starman. another.
There you have it, Stargirl Season 1, Episode 2, Stripe. Overall, pretty damn good episode. I'm really glad that I continued watching this after the pilot, because I really enjoyed the pilot. But then continuing this episode, I'm like, holy crap, there is a lot of things they're setting up here, a lot of really cool things here. So first things first, I like that immediately the episode picks up right as the first episode ended, where they're still out there, and Pat's like, okay, come on, Courtney, come on, we're going to fly away on Stripe, we're going to fly on the robot, come on. And then he explained the story a little bit, and she was immediately asking us about brainwave and all this kind of stuff, and then over and over and over, you know, Starman's my dad. Like, that's a thing she's going to repeat, I think, for a lot of the remaining of this until it's confirmed, or it's a complete twist, and maybe, I don't know. I mean, come on. I think it's pretty obvious, but anyways. So, what I liked is that they focus more on the JSA stuff and the Injustice Society and the whole brainwave stuff, and there was a little bit of school stuff, which is fine because, you know, we have to have Courtney kind of get away from all this stuff in a sense to kind of have some sort of balance. But what I liked is that they mainly really focused on brainwave going around and trying to figure out who she is. And I gotta say that the casting of Brainwave is, I think, great, because he's so good at being menacing with his son and just feeling like, even though at that one point where he's on that video call where he walks in the room and he waves hi to the daughter, he's still like creepy, like a little bit. And then the fact that she turned the camera to Courtney and he has his back and he has no idea she's right there until the video call. He's like, oh, no, actually I think it was the Homecoming. No, not Homecoming. It was the whatever it's called, the thing where parents go to fucking school or whatever. I forget what the wording. I think that's what made him turn his head. But the fact is, if he would have just stayed on there for a couple more seconds, he would have looked directly right at Courtney, and then that would have connected the dots immediately. I wasn't sure if they were going to go down the route of him and Courtney confronting each other in this episode. Like, I was thinking, like, maybe they're going to hold it off a little bit more, just because the very first episode they confront each other, they fight, and he's like, what the hell's going on here? Because he's trying to figure out, like, how in the hell did my car explode? Like, he's still trying to figure it out. He confronts a new Starman, but, you know, she introduced herself as Stargirl in this episode, which I'll get to all that stuff in a bit. But his whole mission was to find that out. But great actor, so good, scowling, and just the way he's just so, he's like very, his eyes. He's very powerful with his acting. I feel like he's a great choice for this character because he does it so well. But when he confronts her, I kind of suspect as soon as she started walking down the empty hallway, he's going to pop out, of course. And they do that. Typical thing, I figured, but it happened. But it still was a good scene because they could have easily made that scene not as tense, because maybe certain dialogue, it could have, that scene in the empty hallway when he's like, at midnight you're gonna bring me the staff, it could have been cheesy, just some of the lines, but they made it work. They really did. So what I liked most is she just takes the Starman suit and takes it to school. I'm like, that's kind of ballsy, because at any point someone could like take her bag, or someone could walk in to the sewing room, which there was no sewing room in my high school, so apparently this high school has all the cool shit. At the cafeteria, you can buy soda. That wasn't a thing. You had to go buy it out of a drink machine. You couldn't just buy it up there when you're getting your food. It looked way more cleaner and nice in that cafeteria versus my school. In the sewing room, there's no such thing as that at my school when I went to high school. So she goes in there, and I think she destroys a couple machines in the process, and she tried to cut it with scissors, and it breaks, because the material for the Starman suit is so tough, because it's supposed to meant to protect the heroes. So, I mean, it makes sense. But she modifies it. And then we see her suit up, which I didn't know, because, like, I didn't know if they were going to do it. I didn't know if they were going to do a suit up moment, or they're just going to jump right to where she shows up and saves him, because she's having this moment of, like, I need to do this, because Pat was like saying to her, which I was surprised he was doing this. He's like, look, I may not come back. So if I don't, you need to take my son and take your mom and get out of here. But the Injustice Society still might follow. They still might follow. But he was willing, he was expecting to die. He was thinking he might die. She showed up. That was great. I'm Stargirl. Like, just pop up like, yeah. And she did a pretty good job. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened there when she grabbed the staff and touched his head, and like that force field expanded, then it decreased and basically, you know, imploded on itself. I'm not sure, but like there's a scar on his head. and you saw like little light coming out of it. So he's completely, I think he's out of the picture for a bit, which is unfortunate because I really like this eerie character. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, we had an Injustice Society guy. He's a pretty big threat too. I mean, I think they're all pretty big threats in their own right, but they used it to where that was the first real big guy they were going after. And of course, the ending of the episode, Icicle shows up and he's back. Solomon Grundy is in some sort, I guess they can't trust him. They can't trust him to be out unless they're going to do something as a team to take down the JSA like they did when they had him out. But yeah, he's in a cage essentially. He's locked up. And I forget that guy's name, Steven or something. It's the guy that Courtney's mom was trying to give ideas for. And he's like, no, stupid idea. No, it's a bad idea. No, like this, he's an ass. He was there waiting for Icicle to show up at their Injustice Society headquarters, which they had a cool picture. Like, the JSA has a cool picture that she was looking at in the pilot, and she looked at a little bit more. And they were referencing some characters. Hawkman, Hawkgirl, they're both gone. Our Man died shortly after getting to Blue Valley, so he survived everything. All the attack from the Injustice Society was tracking them down. Pretty cool information there. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool to hear just name drops. It really is cool. But the Injustice Society has their own picture. And Icicle seems like he's going to be a pretty menacing foe. That's what I'm taking from this, because they're really, like, hinting him up. Like, we saw him in the flashback in the first episode. We saw him towards the end of the first episode getting a phone call. But then now we see him, he's back. And essentially, he's back in Blue Valley. So things are going to pick up. I'm assuming things are going to start picking the fuck up. But I really enjoyed this episode. I really did. Had a good time. I really felt that overall this was a great next step in terms of how they set things up in the first episode. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just happy I continued it. I really am, because I don't know. It happens to me sometimes. I continue to start stuff, especially for the channel, and I don't continue. You know, I started Swamp Thing. The fact there's only one season, it was canceled after one episode, and I watched like 3 episodes, I think, and then I just stopped watching it. The fact that I've continued like other stuff that I haven't continued, you know, I shouldn't do that. I really shouldn't do that, but you know, just trying to find time. But anyways, really enjoyed this episode of Stargirl. What'd you guys think of this episode of Stargirl, episode 2, Stripe? Whatever thoughts you have, let me know in the comment section below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.